the Wade-O radio show. On the Wade-O radio. On the Wade-O radio show, where it's much more than music, it's ministry.
Of course, man, DJ Wade-O, Uncle Reece is here.
Come on, someone.
Just burn the booth down with this freestyle. There's blood all on the floor in here. Because he killed it.
I ain't get it like I wanted to.
No, you killed it,
Nah, man. I murked that joint, but I want a round two. I just want to demolish that boy. I miss rapping, Wade.
I feel you.
I miss rapping, man. I really do. I miss it. It felt good.
Okay, we might have to do a round two.
Yeah.
Speaking of rap, though, like, I think one of the questions, and it shouldn't even just be a rapper question. A lot of people, when they're passionate about something, they have a passion, like they have a gift, they have a calling, and they're in a job that's helping to sustain them and their family. Yeah. But they really want to do the passion. Yeah. You know, and I know you recently left your job, but this wasn't the first time you did this. Yeah. To actually, you know, pursue your passion, the thing that you're really passionate, the thing you feel the Lord has called you to do. How did you know when to leave? When is the right time to make that move and that transition? Well,
like you say, I've left my job before. You know what I mean? The thing that you always want to do, you want to make sure you can go back to your job.
There you go.
Unless you just hated your job and you can get a new job. Yeah. But you still want to make sure you can go back to your old job. I'll say this. If you want to quit your job, I think there's a mature way to do it. When you have a consistent track record or a financial goal that you want to reach that you can cover maybe a year or two of your expenses, then I think it's time to quit the job.
Because you got that cushion. You got that. Okay, I'm still gonna be able to pay my bills, even though I'm not generating income from that.
And also too, when you're an entrepreneur, it's very hard to think with a clear mind because your revenue is made by you utilizing your mind properly. It's hard to use your mind when you're broke, or it's hard to use your mind when your rent's due and your cell phone's about to get cut off. I mean, especially a lot of people who are pursuing Christ, especially men. We're also pursuing marriage, so we have a responsibility to the person that we're with to make sure that they'll be taken care of. So for me, being engaged, I mean, before I could quit, I had 2 years of my expenses
saved up in the bank, ready to go.
And not just my expenses, but expenses for our marriage, our wedding.
Nice.
Yeah, and so I'm to a place where it just logically made sense to not work at my job. Yeah. Because, you know, I was getting booked for engagements. Of course, you know, I also have Without Jesus, I.com. 286,000 fans follow us on Facebook. So it just got to the point that it did not make sense to be at a job where, you know, I was making $30,000, $40,000 a year, but, you know, it's costing me money to be at work. Because, I mean, there were times when I got engagements booked where
and you couldn't do them.
I just couldn't do them because I was faithful to my job. And I was just like, nah, I can't do them because I don't want to miss work.
Now, juxtaposition that with where you were before, because you said this isn't the first time you left. Yeah. So what was it like when you left the first time? Well, because I'm guessing you done had the 2 years saved up back then.
Nah, I mean, the first time, you know, I was just young and I didn't think about anything, you know, like I went by my feelings and my emotions. I was like, man, I can't do this no more.
You just bounced.
And I just like.
What were you doing? Can I ask that? What were you doing?
Well, I was working. Let me see. The first time I was working at a collection agency.
Okay. So you was calling people that wasn't paying their cell phone bills.
I'm that brother that's calling you about them cell phones, and I was good at my job too, brother. I don't mind sweating you, bro. But it is the crazy thing, man. I recommend anybody do collections. That job will get you ready, cause you hear no 400 times a day.
So rejection ain't the thing for you.
Nah, that ain't nothing. But like I said, I quit my job before, and I mean honestly, if you're gonna see, this is the thing about it. You're not actually quitting work. Yeah. And a lot of people, they think, okay, if I quit my job, I ain't gotta work no more. No, when you quit your job, harder. You have to work harder. So I mean, if it don't logically make sense, then you don't need to quit. For me, I quit my job, no money saved up, and what happened is I got paid a couple times, and I was like, yeah, I'm making bank. I'm making bank. Boom. You might have a good month, good 2 months, but after them 2 months, boy,
it's slow.
It got kind of dry. I had to go back to my job and be like, hey, even my job, I didn't even necessarily per se quit my job. I took a leave of absence. I just never went back.
It's good.
But I still go to my job, talk to my manager, still have lunch with them.
Yep.
Still have that relationship because the creek could rise.
Never know.
And I may need some money, so I can go back.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
Definitely.
Any advice for people who are thinking about making that transition? Because obviously in our community, that's a big discussion. And even, I would even say, even people outside of the music, you may want to start a business or you may want to, whatever the case may be. But just any advice, man.
Do not quit your job. Your job is the best thing that you could do for your business.
Yeah.
Do not quit your job unless your business is, if you've taken the time to protect your business with maturity, don't quit your job.
Sure.
A business costs money. Living costs money.
Yes.
You need to have your living expenses and you need to have the operating cost and the expenses for your business to survive if there's no business.
Yeah.
For 6 months at least.
Yeah.
I mean, I would suggest you do it for more, but especially if you're trying to get married or you got a wife or you got kids. But no, if you're single, if you got 6 months of expenses paid and 6 months of operating costs at your business, go for it.
Yeah.
If you ain't taking the time, the discipline to save up, I don't think you're even ready to run a business personally.
That's good.
Because I wasn't.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's Uncle Reece. I'm DJ Wado. You know what it is. WadoRadio.com.
Yo.
On the Wado Radio Show. On the Wado Radio. On the Wado Radio Show, where it's much more than music, it's ministry.